Law enforcement training and services got a much-needed boost. This with the United States committing $32 million grant for this purpose. Visiting U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry made the commitment to President Rodrigo Duterte during a courtesy call in Malacanang. The two also tackled common concerns during a working lunch. Elena Luna with this report.
The U.S. government committed to grant the Philippines a $32 million or 1.5 billion peso loan for law enforcement training and services. Presidential spokesperson Ernesto Abella said this was part of the discussion between President Rodrigo Duterte and U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry during the latter's courtesy call to the chief executive.
They also affirmed the long-standing relationships, the relationship between the two countries, and stated in particular that there are 4 million Filipinos in the U.S., while there are at least 500,000 Americans in the Philippines. Next, they also discussed common concerns: terrorism, crime, drugs, religious fanaticism, and maritime security. In relation to this, they also mentioned a menu of solutions. Next, the U.S. committed $32 million in training and services.
Abella added EDCA, or the Enhanced Defense Cooperation Agreement, and climate change were also topics during the lunch meeting at the palace.
On the EDCA, and it was affirmed that whatever works for the Philippines will be what will work. Next, they also touched on climate change, and Mr. Kerry was helpful in defining certain issues about the Paris Pact, and the President also responded appropriately when he said that the Philippines will work out just as long as everything is fair.
The ruling of the International Tribunal on the West Philippine Sea was also discussed.
There were no agreements regarding that, except that the President did mention that whatever talks we will engage in will begin with the ruling. That will be the foundation, the ruling regarding the area.
The meeting lasted for more than an hour, yielding tidbits of personal glimpses worth catching up in their next encounter.
It was a very interesting lunch because they shared common interests. They talked about motorcycles and hunting, and Mr. Kerry talked about how he had a motorcycle and he had a funny incident regarding that.
Kerry is the first U.S. cabinet official to meet President Duterte after being inaugurated to office on June 30. For PTV News, Elena Luna.
Ako po si Cathy San Gabriel. Subscribe na sa PTV YouTube channel. I-click lang po ang subscribe button.